Alright, hi people, it's Shakespeare. I'm here to do a video that I thought I did 5 years ago. I'm here to do a video that I thought I did 5 years ago, but I guess I didn't. An unboxing and review of the SH Figuarts Naruto Shippuden Uzumaki Naruto, as it's put on the bottom of this. Naruto Uzumaki, basically. Sennin mode, basically, based on Naruto's appearance in this form from the manga and anime for Naruto Shippuden, as well as just the original manga Naruto. But yeah, so I thought to do this because I did recent reviews for several Naruto SH Figuarts, including a redone version of Shippuden / Part 2 of the manga Naruto that was released last year, so I thought better, or I should do this next. So, yeah. So we get to the box first. This figure, I believe, originally came out in 2018, so like 5 years prior to me doing this video. So, yeah. So right here you have a picture of the figure. You got the Japanese for the name of the figure, I believe. SH Figuarts. Naruto Shippuden, and I think that just looks like a sticker. Bandai Collector's Shop, although I bought this from Amazon, I believe. Tamashii Nations and Bandai. So yeah. Then you got the bottom, connects with his leg and his cloak, I think, or robe. And it says the name of the figure. It says Uzumaki Naruto instead of Naruto Uzumaki. I'm just assuming they didn't change anything from the Japanese release. So yeah, then at the top you got a description of the SH Figuarts line. You get him holding the giant Rasengan. Name of the figure again on the side here. And the other side right here you get name of the figure in Japanese, the figure itself, and yeah. So then, on the back here, you get pictures of the figure, and everything. Option parts, super modeling, and super action. And yeah, you can take the robe off of him as well as the scroll and just pose him as regular Naruto. But yeah, obviously for this one I'm going to have him in his Sennin mode garb because I have the other SH Figuarts for this character, for his version of the character. So yeah. So, we'll open this up. And we have a bunch of the accessories and everything here. They did pack in a lot for this figure, which is good. So in this, I believe it's just a giant Rasengan. Which there is a hand. I think I did point this out in the review for the other version of this figure. Basically, I believe this, or maybe it's supposed to be on a thing. Yeah, probably supposed to be supported by a stand because it has this peg right here. So yeah, but here we go. For all the accessories, you got the smaller Rasengan here, 2 kunai, his different hands. This one I believe is for the smaller Rasengan. Yep, because it has a peg right there for the hand. You got 2 pointing finger hands like that. 2 gripping hands, 2 splayed open hands. A couple of alternate faces if you want to pose him in his normal form. And a more scowling looking over face for Sennin mode. 2 alternate shoulder pieces, or not shoulder pieces, but like, yeah, shoulder pieces basically, and upper arm pieces. 2 bands, and everything, for these, hands, or these arms, I believe. So, yeah. Okay, so basically, for the arms, you just take them out of this, I guess, and then attach them to this, which, But yeah, that's just if you want to pose him either with the more free arms or just his regular arms and his regular just jumpsuit version. So here we go with the figure itself, and I think he actually looks pretty good especially for the time that this was produced. Obviously, I think that the new version's a bit better in regards to some details and everything, but I don't know if it's showing up on camera. This one has better skin coloration, I think. This just looks more natural. The version of the figure that came out last year, and this goes for Sasuke, I believe, as well, from Shippuden. Basically, they colored their skin really weirdly. It's kind of a regular skin color, but a bit more pale than it should be. It just looks really weird. They look more like mannequins than people. But this one, I think they got the skin pigmentation right. And as you can see, got all the hair on him. He's a little bit smaller than the newer figure, so yeah. But I think they also did get a good amount of the detail pretty well. And I did compare this in the review, or I did compare this to the new one in the review of the new one, or newer one, so you can get a more accurate thing on that. But yeah, so he comes with two crossed arms, which you can disconnect in order to take out the arms from the sockets, and they do connect with this port peg thing right here. So, yeah. And you can just have them like that. Several of the characters have cross arms as well. I believe the new version of him also comes with a similar cross-armed thing as well. And you got the scroll, which you can just take off, because it has several pegs right there. I have never taken it off before, as evidenced by, from what you can see, all this dust right here. Granted, I've had the Sage mode, or Sunny mode, robes sitting in this for so long. But yeah, and I guess you can take off this band if you want. You can just have them with the robe, but yeah. So you can just pose them with the scroll. So, yeah, have not seen this far into Shippuden yet, so I have no idea what any of this gets used for. So, yeah. But you can just put it back on like that. So, yeah. So he has a lot of stuff, and yeah. In regards to his articulation, he has basically all the standard Figuarts articulation that you would expect. Can't really show it off because obviously you can just move his head around. His arms, you're not really supposed to move around that much in this form with the arms, but they can just move in the regular things as well, especially if you use these versions of the arms, but the arms don't spin around in a 360 from the top. So, yeah. So yeah, and then his torso is pretty much like the new one as well, where you can just move them all over the place. Obviously, it's not great with the robe, but yeah. Legs are basically like what you'd expect, pretty much 90-degree angle. Double ball joints, I think. I don't know, actually that's just a single joint, but it goes pretty far for the knees. And his legs, or his feet, you can just move all around. And he has toe joints like a lot of other SH Figuarts and everything. So, yeah. So, basically, to give this an overall thoughts, I think that the figure is good for the time that it came out in. I think that the newer one is a bit better in regards to some details, some articulation points, and whatnot. But he doesn't come with all the accessories this one does. He comes with different faces, though, and the newer one is just a bit bigger. So, yeah. So if you're looking to possibly get this one, try to find it for a decent price. I imagine it's out of print by now, so yeah. But basically, I do like this figure, but I think that the new one is better in some respects. It's just I wish the skin pigmentation on the new one was better or more accurate, so it would be the definitive version of this figure. But yeah, I imagine they may re-release the newer version of the figure with the extra stuff that comes with this one at some point. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. So yeah, so good for what it is. But yeah, and I think it holds up okay. It's just the newer one has some upgrades to it. So yeah. So really not much else to say. Links description on my shit. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.